My name is Nick, and what I'm going to talk today is a sword that my grandfather, or not my grandfather, but my great-grandfather got from World War II. He, backstory, he served in World War II in the Pacific Campaign and was a radio man, and I don't know what platoon, in the Okinawa. When I was little, my grandma had this sword behind behind her bed, and I always kept looking at it. And then one day she finally said that, "Here, let me tell you about this, about how I got this sword." And when I heard and listened, I thought it was really neat that I had a relative served in the war and had a piece of his history, so to say, to prove it. And so I became a little bit more interested in the World War II histories. And so when I was around middle school or whichever year they taught World War II, I was really into it. And some of the there's some interesting facts. Some of them are neat. Some of them are kind of sad. One of them was that for the Japanese, they had a secret organization where they experimented on humans in China. It was called the Black Dragon Society. They experimented with biological weapons, basically pathogens, viruses, any types of pathogen or biological warfare they can think of. They have done it. And so even though it was sad, they also improved the vaccines, antivirus. But there's like there's diseases in China still. Anyways, I view the sword as I respected my great-grandfather, even though I never knew about him. He died before I was even born. My grandma, she wished she could have talked to him. I asked him questions about the war, because he actually never talked about what happened during the war, during the time he served in the war. He actually kept the sword in a closet, and I'm guessing it will bring back very bad or horrible memories, because you're facing against like an enemy that is willing to die for their country no matter what, even though they're losing. And I view this as I respected him, and I wish I got to know him more, or got to know him more about him than through the stories that my grandma told me about him. And so hopefully one day I can pass this down to kids of my own and tell them and continuing the story. And that's it. Do you want me to turn this off?
Just hit the display button, that's all you need to do.